Hey guys, Nivelite here, back with another Evertale video. And today I'm going to be bringing you some free-to-play tips on progressing your account. So we're going to go over things like mana potions and mana efficiency, clearing out events, tips and strategies on getting SSR characters and things like that. As always, there's going to be some timestamps in the description down below if you're looking for a specific topic. And with all that out of the way, guys, we're getting this thing started right now. Alright guys, and the first thing I want to talk about is mana potions and mana efficiency. This is the first game I think I've ever really played that has this kind of mind freak moment for when you go from the offline story to the online story. There's like a drastic change in how the game played just how the game is played. So you go from having all of this free form to being slapped with all of the mana restrictions of the online play. So basically what this does is it trains your brain to get in the mode of playing continuously, so that when you get to the online mode, you're very tempted to spend your mana potions to get through as much as the online portion as possible. Why this is a bad idea is because then when the events come around, you're not going to have enough mana and mana potions to really clear them out. As tempting as it is to blast through the online story, save up your mana potions and use them during events. I know it's tempting to go ahead and use up all of your mana potions to get through your online rewards, because the online does give you more rewards. But what you're going to want to do is only do the online portion of the story in between events and only use mana that you get passively. So you're gonna get mana like every 5 minutes. So what you're gonna want to do is always use your mana up before you leave or exit the app, like when you go to bed or things like that. That way you're never sitting on wasted mana and you're gonna come back to free mana. Now getting these mana potions, and they come in 25, 50, 75, 100, 200, and 300. Mostly you're going to be getting 25 and 100. Those are the most common ones that you're going to be getting when you reach the mid to end game. You get the 25 mana from raids, and you're going to get 100 from the Tower of Trials. You can get them by spending exploration attempts to try to go ahead and get some. And doing this will also net you some more resources, such as mastery and experience and experience coins and things like that. So you can see there that I was able to get that 100 mana potion from that exploration. So this is one of the main ways that you're going to get it. The other way that you can get these potions is through these banners here. There, once a day, a little chest is gonna pop up and you're gonna click it and you can get mana potions through there. It's not super easy to get mana potions, so you wanna save them in between events. The second thing that I wanna talk to you guys about is getting SSR units. And the absolute best way to get SSR units is wallet no jutsu. Okay guys, just kidding. So what you're gonna wanna do is stockpile about 10 to 15,000 sky stones. And the reason why I say that is because it's gonna take the average player 100 pulls to get one SSR units, because the rates are 1%. Remember, these are percentages, so you're not guaranteed a pull, and there is no pity timer or pity thing in this game. So there is no guaranteed to get a SSR unit. So what you're gonna wanna do is plan out ahead, plan out the SSRs that you want, the characters and strategies and synergies that you want, and plan accordingly. Skip banners that don't follow your plan. Don't go off plan. I know it's very, very tempting when you get new units come out and they look flashy and they look cool, have cool skill sets, but if they don't complement you and they're not part of your plan, skip it if you're not spending. To try to guarantee your SSR character, try to have about 100 to 150, maybe even 200 pulls worth. That might be a little bit too much in between banners, but try to have at least 100 pulls, just so you can have a very high chance of getting the SSR unit. Also, know when to go ahead and pull out, because if you have, say, 40,000 sky stones saved up, you know, and you haven't got one after, 12,000 spent, you might want to cut your losses and save for another banner, because you don't want to go into that 20 or 30 range just for one unit if you're a free-to-play unit. If you're a free-to-play player, I mean, sorry. Number 3 is going to be clearing out events. So when you first get started, it's probably going to be kind of hard to clean out the event, but there's a few things that you can do. Remember, like I said earlier in the video, save up all your mana potions, because when an event drops, that is the time to go ahead and drop everything that you can do and get that event sorted and just cleaned out. So obviously with any event that comes through, you're gonna want to clean out the shop 100% of the way, because everything in that shop is going to be worth it. The SR unit, the character experience tokens, the limit break potions, everything is going to be worth it. So how you clean it out, you're going to want to go ahead and get all the way to the highest amount. If you can clear the last stage, that's perfect. If you can't, don't freak out about it, because there's other tips that you can do to maximize your rewards. Remember to always use featured units in your story party and featured weapons. This extends to mercenaries as well. Just remember, when you're picking a mercenary, never, ever, ever use the event mercenary. And what I mean by that is, if you see at the top of this list, you see Endless Rosette, Nagi, and Endless Paladin, they all say event mercenary. That means those mercenaries will not give you bonuses to your rewards. However, player mercenaries, friend or non-friends, will still give you bonuses. So always make sure to pick a mercenary that complements the event that you're trying to clean out. Once you get into the mindset of saving for them and not offloading all your mana potions for the online story, it becomes way easier to actually clear out the event. So basically, guys, save all your mana potions for events and use them for events only. I cannot stress this enough. Do not waste your mana potions on trying to clear out the online story. You will have time in between the events to start working on your online story. Remember, this isn't a sprint, okay? It's a marathon. Don't try to get everything done all right now, okay? If you're a free-to-play player, you're not competing with the whales, so don't try to compete with the whales, because they're gonna have awakened units and a much stronger power anyway. So just get that out of your mind. Don't play to them, play for you, okay? So remember, the best way to do that is to be efficient with your resources. And the last thing that I want to talk to you guys is about power-up resources. So gold, limit break potions, and character tokens and weapon experience tokens. Now, I hear a lot of people complain about gold, but trust me when I tell you that is the least of your problems. By far, the biggest bottleneck in this game are limit potions, and then second to that, character and weapon experience tokens. Okay, so that's going to be the hardest thing to get. So what you're going to want to do is, when you're powering up your units, you're going to want to focus on the first platoon in your battalion, because this is going to kind of carry you along. So some general tips here is, only bring units up to level 40 if you're not planning on raising them or using them in your first platoon, because level 40 up to level 40, it's not going to cost you any kind of resources other than gold, and gold is really easy to get. So you're going to want to focus on platoon number 1, get them up to level 80 to 100, and then kind of focus on one unit to do damage and to carry you along. You're going to find that as you level up one unit, the experience and the limit break, it's going to get higher and higher and higher, and you're going to start getting and amassing gold, because you just can't level anything up because you don't have a limit break potion to limit break somebody, and you don't have character experience or weapon experience tokens to actually level them up. Just really try to plan out your path, okay? Just like with everything else, try to stick to a plan, try to stick to one platoon, and once you get them fleshed out, then go down to platoon 2 and platoon 3 and platoon 4. The reason why we're only focusing on 4 platoons is because the majority of our content, and actually every content mode so far released, is only using the first 4 platoons. One trick that you can use here is autofill anything between 5 and below to get your battalion power up, because you will get some rewards for up to 10 million battle power. So you can kind of artificially increase your battle power rank to get those rewards. Just remember, only your first 4 platoons are actually going to be what is being used in things like Tower of Trials and Arena and things like that. Even Raid just uses platoon number 1. So that's it for today's video. If you guys found it helpful or liked the video, consider subscribing to the channel. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, and I'll be happy to assist you guys with anything like that. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.